This is the profile carry position. It's a very interesting position with the little wrap without a knot. When baby is awake, he can discover the world around him. He can even take one arm out and explore. Then, when he's seen enough, you can tuck his hand back inside the wrap so he can gather himself into a peaceful sleep. The profile carry position allows you to introduce the world to your baby gradually, slowly, safely. Yes, satisfying and supporting baby's curiosity is our mission as a parent, but we should keep in mind that a baby is not able to process all visual stimuli when he's left to face the world on his own. He needs to see the world through your eyes in order to get a grasp of the meaning it has for him. The profile carry position is inspired by the way certain neonatology units are placing babies in incubators, but also in skin-to-skin contact. It's up to you to choose if it inspires you to give it a try. Before each carrying session, I'm going to check that the fabric is correctly spread around the ring and that there's only one color visible. I personally decide to carry baby on this shoulder, so I'm going to position the rings on the opposite side with the tail-shaped fabric facing outside, and then put my wrap on. I spread the fabric all over my shoulder. I gather the layer. I place the ring high against my collarbone, and I'm ready to position baby. The profile carry position is a lateral position, meaning one of his shoulders and hip will be facing outwards, and the opposite shoulder and hip will be placed against me. Baby will be placed at kissing height, meaning that his face is visible and his airways are clear at all times. The zone where we'll position baby's head, against the collarbone or a bit more centered, will depend on your morphology. The important thing is to always keep baby's head aligned to his spine. What I'm trying to avoid here is that baby's ear is in contact with his shoulder in a wrong position. And that's why parents need to find the right zone while observing their baby, aiming for the head to be aligned with the spine and the shoulder line and pelvis line to be parallel and perpendicular to the spine. Both baby's hands are gathered towards his face. They are in flexion. The pelvis is tilted. The knees are placed higher than baby's bottom, and his thighs are open. You'll notice that baby would tend to naturally position one leg above the other. It's better to place the exterior leg above the other one. I'm going to proceed with the installation of baby inside the wrap. For that, I will need to free one hand while always offering enough support to baby's head and bottom. To do so, I replace my hand with my cheek instead. My free hand goes behind baby's back and delicately slide against baby's body to finally position my forearm under baby's bottom and my hand under his knee pits. This way, we offer support without putting any pressure on his foot arch. With this available hand, I check that the fabric is well spread on my shoulder and that the rings are not too low. With the same hand, I'm going to gather the fabric and pass it over baby's feet. As you can see, I pull all the excess fabric upwards. This hand will come inside the wrap and support baby's bottom, while I'm going to use my other hand to search for the upper edge of the layer and bring it up to baby's ears. Here, I'm going to lower my arm to grab all the excess fabric and bring it towards the ring. I switch hands so I can support baby while taking out the hand placed under baby's bottom and bring the fabric towards the rings. This hand supports baby and gathers the excess fabric. And now I'm going to adjust the wrap by pulling in the shape of sun rays. I pull the upper edge towards baby's face, and then every 5 centimeters, I pull upwards and downwards. This is the first adjustment. Now I'm going to bend a little and let baby find his natural position into the carrier. He usually feels calmer because he finds another support than my arms. And then I can finalize the adjustment. I'm going to check if there's a little bit of fabric left. and bring it to the rings. On the other hand, if I pull without offering support here at the same time, the fabric won't slide and the rings will move. If I want to prevent the rings from going down, I offer support to baby and lift him up. And by doing this, I neutralize his weight. He is no longer carried by the carrier. He is carried in my arms, so the fabric will slide more and I will be able to offer even more adjustment. Here too, I can reach behind my back and spread the fabric, reach to baby's knee pits, and see if baby is well positioned. And, if necessary, I adjust again. Now I need to check and validate the head's position. To do this, my tip is that I need to be able to place 2 fingers between the chin and the torso. Baby's arms must be in flexion and placed towards his face. And now I can give extra support to the head by taking the blue layer, holding it under my armpit, passing it behind baby's neck, and tucking the upper edge of the layer spread over baby's body around the wrap. This creates an extra cushion to support the head. Baby's head represents 2/3 of his body weight. It is very heavy and he doesn't have enough muscles to hold his head, especially when he is asleep. It's my role to help him and find the right support. If it's not my hand, then it should be the carrier. It's a position that is interesting for newborn babies until they reach a certain size. When, seated in this position, baby is higher than your bust, you'll probably need to carry him on your hip. This profile carry position will allow baby to discover his surroundings and also your reactions. To put baby out of the wrap, I will first make sure to support his head, because I will have to undo the small cushion I made earlier. And because of the loose excess fabric that will no longer support baby's head, I really need to offer the support with my hand. Then, I'm going to use my cheek to support baby's head so I can support his bottom with my forearm. I grab the ring with my finger and I pull it up. I tuck my hand inside the wrap, offer support, and then pass the wrap over baby's head. This way, baby stays in his initial position. Thanks to the adjustment that the wrap will allow me to do, I will be able to adjust fold by fold, zone by zone, and still keep baby in his position. A baby carrier that claims to be easy and quick to use, but doesn't give you the opportunity to adjust to baby's morphology, is not a carrier you should trust. It would be like having a baby car seat without any possibility of adjusting it to your baby's morphology and size. Well, I hope you liked this video because we really enjoyed doing it. Don't forget to ask us questions if you have any doubts about the installation or about the position. We are here to help. Let us know if you have any questions. Give us a thumbs up, a little comment, and share with parents who might find it useful. See you soon!